news. Nigerians living in South Africa are watching political developments in the country with keen interest, hoping that someday they'll be able to participate from wherever they are based outside of the country in voting inside Nigeria. According to the World Bank, officially recorded remittance inflows from Nigerians living abroad in 2012 to 2013 was $21 billion US, which adds to the nation's GDP. And the people say they deserve the right to vote in national elections from wherever they are based abroad.
Boro charged the streets of South Africa for many years. Now an established attorney in Pretoria, he speaks the mind of many.
We need to be relevant. If that opportunity will be given to us to vote from here, we just want to belong.
Part of that quest for relevance includes the right to vote from whichever country they live.
This is why we gathered ourselves to form chapters of the different political parties in diaspora so that we can also share ideas and also make a little contribution into the political problem in Nigeria.
The Nigerians in diaspora should be given chance to vote, considering the huge repatriation of funds we are doing.
The various political parties have diaspora structures, some better funded than others, but many question the real essence of having them if people cannot vote.
They don't have a direction, they don't know what they're doing. We cannot be relevant if there's no diaspora voting. It's a waste of time.
South Africans abroad vote. London recorded almost 10,000 registered voters, and Guinea-Bissau recorded 1 in the last elections.
What I find interesting is of the 1 million or so South Africans eligible to vote overseas, only 20-something thousand voted. Clearly, that's something that is not working well if you have such a huge gap between the numbers eligible and the numbers voting. And it's something that needs to be looked at.
Many attribute that not to apathy, but the cost and distance to the embassies or consulate to vote. Nigeria has over 100 missions abroad, with mostly Nigerian staff and civilian and military personnel training or serving abroad. Nigeria's ambassador to South Africa believes the inclusion process of diaspora voters can start even while the enabling legislation is still in the works.
We must also come up with the necessary and foolproof mechanism in our missions abroad to see how people can be registered in collaboration with the INEC, and to also see how INEC will be able to even send officials to some of those missions that will become centers for Nigerians to vote whenever the law comes into place.
With records of electoral malpractices and violence back home, the level of integrity of a voting process abroad may be a source for worry.
Others are doing it, so we just need to look at how they're doing it and then adapt it to our own circumstances and the resources available to us.
With the social media today, it makes things very, very easy.
What we're asking them, even if it means having a pilot program, pick some countries and do a pilot voting scheme, that will at least gladden our hearts. It would show that at least Nigerians are doing well abroad.
Unofficial figures put the number of Nigerians in South Africa at over 500,000, many of them eligible to vote. They're watching 2015 very closely, and like so many millions of Nigerians across the world, they're hoping that in the very near future, the National Assembly will give a yes vote to their right to exercise their civic duty to vote in national elections from wherever they are. From Pretoria in South Africa, I am Betsy Dibia, reporting for Channels Television News.